every day.
To occur on social media, all the retweets to occur on social media. So it gives everybody the opportunity to kind of file in here, comment back and forth. We're going to be featuring your comments here coming up with hashtag HeyJB, as we do here on WFLA Now. So in the Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter, comment sections here. If you want to get my attention here, use hashtag HeyJB in the comment, and that way we can animate it on screen. If you don't want your comment to be animated on screen here, what we'll do is we'll just kind of let your comment go idly by if we don't see the hashtags. That's pretty much kind of how it works here, folks. So we were live a little bit earlier on today for the search for Brian Laundrie, and people were asking at that time, what's going on in Wyoming? What's going on in Wyoming? This is what was going on in Wyoming. I want to keep the press conference here on screen so that everybody can see the podium here. So let's go split screen here. Left side of the screen here, folks, is the podium. We're waiting for that press conference to get underway here momentarily. When it starts, we go full screen, we listen in, we find out what this update is. On the right side of your screen, these are search efforts in Wyoming, aerial coverage of that search effort that was underway today here. So Grand Teton National Park, there you can see some of the cars there that were parked, going through some of the areas here that had been mentioned as possible locations as to where that white van had been located. So the search efforts were underway here. We've had simultaneous search efforts here, folks. Simultaneous. Because right now, and it still stands this way at this moment, we have a dual missing persons case for this engaged couple that left on July 2nd from New York in that white Ford van going across the country, posting on social media. The couple, of course, being Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. Brian Laundrie being, of course, Gabby's fiance and the person of interest in this case. Brian Laundrie is missing. And we were live, we were live earlier on today with a update as to the search efforts. And right now, the search area in Florida, where Brian Laundrie could possibly be, again, seen leaving on Tuesday in hiking gear, or said to have left family on Tuesday with hiking gear. The area where he is said to be is so vast and expansive, but it is a fraction of the size of the area that is Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. So we're about to get an update here, folks. Thanks for spending a portion of your evening here with us. I haven't even looked too much here at some of the folks that are joining us across all three platforms. Let's see what we can do is we can try to bring in all three platforms here. And I can see hello to our YouTube audience, hello to our Twitter audience, hello to our Facebook audience. A reminder here, folks, I've been live here pretty much the last several days. Voice is a little bit hoarse here because we've been doing hours and hours of online coverage of this story. And it's a story that, of course, has captured the attention of so many people across the country. Folks in New York are following this because this road trip began in New York. People in Florida following this, of course, and of course the Petito family and family members that are in New York. People in Florida, of course, paying close attention. That's where Brian Laundrie is said to have driven the van back to and is now missing. On, on the other side of the country, in Utah and Wyoming, that is where Gabby Petito was last known to be. The text message that was sent, no signal in Yosemite, or no service in Yosemite, that text message being sent there. Again, that was where something is believed to have gone wrong during this cross-country road trip. And so we have a multi-state investigation there and a multi-agency search going on there in Utah and Wyoming, or has been going on in Utah and Wyoming. And then, of course, now we have the search efforts that are underway in Florida, in the Tampa Bay area, in rural, very rural Sarasota County, in Myakkahatchee. So we've got a lot going on here. But let's not forget what everybody wants to know the answer to, and that is, where is Gabby? Even earlier, when we were searching and showing you the search area in Florida for Brian Laundrie and showing you some of the search efforts that were currently underway at that time, everyone was asking, where is Gabby? I want people, I'll sum up some comments. People were saying, I want to find Brian so that we can find Gabby. And so right now, no update in Florida, but we do have an update that you're about to see here on your screen here, folks. We'll go full screen as they do a white balance here, a full screen here We will go full screen here the moment that the press conference gets underway. What we'll do then afterwards, after the press conference gets underway, or after the press conference concludes, we'll be here live to break down what we learned, what we know, what we still don't know. And we'll have a conversation with you, and we'll animate some of your comments here on screen. In the meantime here, folks, I can take some of your hashtag HeyJB comments and questions here, but at the same time, I'm hesitant to do so because I know that the moment that we start taking your questions and your comments, someone's going to walk up to the podium, and this could be a mic check. Let's just listen in.
Audio levels. Can you just check the audio level on REM 2 AT? I'm just going to talk into the mic. This is mic check, mic check, mic check for New York. New York, mic check. Checking mics, checking levels from Wyoming. Control, just let me know.
So clearly a mic check getting underway here, but anytime anyone steps up to the podium, I'm going to go full screen here on the touchscreen, and we'll go live and we'll listen in. And the whole world will be able to listen in as to what this update is. As a reminder, we know that we're constantly engaging a new digital audience here, and News Nation's Brian Enton reporting that a body has been found, and the Teton County, Wyoming coroner, that being Brent Blue, confirming to Brian Enton. Again, follow him on News Nation, follow him on air and online. A body has been found, but the identity has not been revealed, and they won't say if it was a man or a woman. Let's break down some of the key questions that are going to be asked in this press conference. Give you a little bit of a primer here as to, of course, the first questions are going to be, and what we anticipate happening here is an announcement being made, and then a question and answer period. And we hope to find out whether or not the body that was found here today during the search in Grand Teton National Park, whether or not that was Gabby Petito, or based on, of course, preliminary results here, if they believe that to be Gabby Petito. At that point, then, questions could include how long is Gabby believed to have been dead? What is the cause of death? Is there any evidence at the scene of where the body was recovered as to the cause of death? These are some of the questions that we're going to be asked, again, provided that authorities here announced that the body that they found, based on what they know at this time, is believed to be Gabby Petito. If that is the case, then those are the questions that are going to follow. Potential cause of death, or preliminary investigation, cause of death. How long they believe the body to be there. What condition was the body in? Was there an attempt to cover up the body? Was there an attempt to conceal it? Was it found near where the van was? And this is new video that came in a short time ago this afternoon. And of course, we had to verify this video before it was something that we had to verify this video before it was something that we could bring on to WFLA Now. But by now, many of you have likely seen this video. Let's see if we can animate it here on our screen. This video, this is courtesy of, and make sure I have this right, Jen Bethune. Red, White, and Bethune. Big thank you to them for providing us with this video. And this is the video that they found and I want to make sure that I have the date here correct. August 27th is when they believe that this video was shot. And this is a massive clue. Now, based on the video here, the video shows us what does the video show us? The video shows us a van here parked off this is Grand Teton National Park. A van here that was parked on the left side of the road here, kind of an odd spot to be parked. People on Reddit and TikTok have been combing through this video to determine whether or not this is, in fact, it's hard. You can't see too well if it's Florida plates, but trying to comb through and determine whether or not this is, in fact, the Laundry and Petito vehicle. And then also, too, people have been combing through the background of this video, trying to figure out exactly what they can see. And there's a lot of people trying to enhance this video on Reddit and on TikTok. But I don't want to get too far away from the matter at hand here, folks. We'll talk more about this video here on the back end of the press conference. I want to stay here focused with you and stay here on the left side of your screen, show you the press conference, so that the moment somebody steps up to the microphone here, we can listen in and find out what the update is. So split screen here, live from Grand Teton National Park here on the left side of your screen. On the right side of your screen, this was earlier today in Wyoming. They have been using all means possible here. Oh, I think we have them walking up to the podium here, folks. Let's listen in.
right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We'll have time for a brief statement. Because this is an ongoing investigation, we won't have time for questions. Please.
Good afternoon. My name is Charles Jones. I'm the Supervisory Senior Resident Agent here in Wyoming for FBI Denver. Standing with me here today are Acting Chief Ranger Matt Wilbur with the National Park Service, Hunter Bailey, who is Chief of the National Park Service Investigative Services Branch. We also have Teton County Sheriff Matt Carr and Jackson Police Chief Michelle Weber. First and foremost, on behalf of the FBI personnel and our partners, I would like to extend sincere and heartfelt condolences to Gabby's family. Joe and Tara Petito and Jim and Nicole Schmidt. As every parent can imagine, this is an incredibly difficult time for the family and friends. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. We ask that you all respect the privacy as they mourn the loss of their daughter. As you are aware, FBI personnel, in coordination with our partners at National Park Service, the Forest Service, Teton County Sheriff's Office, and Jackson Police Department, have been conducting an investigative activity in the vicinity of the Spread Creek dispersed camping area. Earlier today, human remains were discovered, consistent with the description of Gabby Petito. Full forensic identification has not been completed to confirm 100% that we found Gabby, but her family has been notified of this discovery. The cause of death has not been determined at this time. We appreciate your continued support and patience as we work through this process. The vicinity around Spread Creek campsite will remain closed to the public until further notice. This is an active and ongoing investigation, so we ask everyone maintain distance from law enforcement personnel and equipment, vehicles, and related activity for their own safety, as well as to protect the integrity of our work and respect privacy for Gabby's family. We appreciate the tremendous support from the public. The support from the public's response to request of tips has been remarkable. We continue to seek information from anyone who utilized the Spread Creek dispersed camping area between the dates of August 27th and August 30th. Anyone that may have had contact with Gabby or her boyfriend, or who may have seen their vehicle in that area. Please share any new information with the FBI at tips.fbi.gov or 1-800-CALL-FBI. And finally, the Denver Field Office Direct is 303-629-7171. Photos and videos can also be uploaded at fbi.gov/petito. We thank our partners at the National Park Service, the U.S. Forest Service, Teton County Sheriff's Office, and Jackson Police Department for their collaboration and diligence in this investigation. They surged their resources in a very short amount of time, and their personnel have intimate knowledge of the rugged terrain that we're dealing with, which made this process much more difficult. We greatly appreciate the invaluable skill and expertise of the Teton County Search and Rescue Team. We also thank the community of Jackson and the surrounding areas for the hospitality and for accommodating a rapid influx of law enforcement personnel in the area. In order to protect our investigative process and increase probability of successful prosecution should it be necessary, we have no additional comments. We appreciate your cooperation and respect for Gabby's family, loved ones during this difficult time. Thank you.